Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
Hi, I'm Lola Ogunbadejo. Welcome to yet another episode of the Property First Show, your essential guide to the real estate market here in Nigeria.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
The Property First Show provides a unique perspective on Nigeria's robust property landscape. One of our main areas of importance is location, location, location. Now, when looking for a place to live in Nigeria, it can be quite an interesting experience. A once swampy, desolate, water-filled area can instantly be transformed into a luxurious estate, housing beautiful houses, flats, and apartments. Our property pick of today, we'll be taking a look at some prime real estate locations in the affluent neighborhood of Lekki. As well as in our interview segment, we'll be discussing the interesting topic, who are buying these houses and what does the future hold for them?
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
My name is Dr. Mrs. Funke Shobowale, the Managing Director of Wonder Double Consulting Firm, Leslie Homes and Properties, and Windview Investment today. There's a lot of misconception when it comes to real estate investment, and most especially for the low-income earners, they feel real estate investment is just for the rich and for the middle class. But I'm telling you today that real estate investment is for everybody, because everyone needs a shelter, everyone needs an investment that can take care of the future, and that is what real estate investment is all about. The school that we have our children, the hospitals that you see, the hotels that you see, the houses that we even live in, they're actually people's real estate investment. So for a layman explanation and definition, real estate investment is the landed properties that you see, and properties that are fixed on those landed properties are actually what we know as real estate investment. Over the years, people have actually seen real estate investment that is one of the most secured, accountable, and futuristic investments so far. And the benefits in it and the difference between them with all other investment is: one, it takes care of the future; two, it makes you your own boss; three, you can determine your short-term interest and your long-term interest, in the sense that for every real estate investment that you have, there is a short term to it and there is a long term to it. The short term aspect of it is when you have blocks of shops and you let them out, you collect rent on them on the monthly basis every 6 months. Your rents that you collect from tenants, they are short term, while the long term are the ones that you buy for the future. They are the ones that you buy at an undeveloped area that you sell, say, in 2, 3, 4 years time. Most of us, we've heard about Ibeju-Lekki axis, we have Dangote refinery, we have free trade zones. Those areas, I call them your long-term real estate investment. In 2019, Dangote is going to launch out, and before you know it, the land that you buy 1 million in Ibeju-Lekki today, in 2019, I can tell you today that you will see it again for 1 million. What you'll be hearing is 10 million and above. And that is how every location also started. They started from somewhere. Anytime I hear that question, I laugh, because this has actually been the best of the best part of real estate investment. What makes real estate investment appreciate? One is the location of where the property or the landed properties are fixed. Two, the value that you had on the property. Three, the infrastructures. For instance, that's why we see that the landed property you get or properties you buy on the island is not the same price you get it on the mainland, especially some areas like Banana Island, VI, the VGC, the Lekki. The reason why properties there will go for billions of naira is because, one, there is an access road. Two, values have been added, and for that location you can vouch of, you can get 500% interest on every of your properties. And there are some, because sometimes when you buy land, when you buy properties, you need to watch out for these three things I just mentioned. The location is very key. The people that bought land in Shimawa would not expect that when you want to sell it, it's going to be the same with the property you buy on the island. There are two different locations with different value that has been added on them. Most people, they tend to hype the prices of their properties without looking or considering the fact that the person that wants to buy that property needs accessibility. So there must be an access road to even get to the location of your property. There must be an access road, there must be a very beautiful infrastructure, and that is what makes real estate investment appreciates. The edge it has over every other investment is because, one, it takes care of the future. It's a futuristic investment. It is accountable, and the security is sure. You're securing your now, you're securing your future, you're securing your children's future. Remember, if you look at our fathers, when they die, you notice that they leave something behind, especially those of our fathers that know that real estate investment is key. Why is it that most family members, they fight on houses or on land that they see? It's because they know the worth of what their father has left behind. So for real estate investment, it takes care of the future that you're looking at for your children. It pays all your bills, every of your bills. It is a calculated investment. It is an investment that when you venture into it now, you can calculate your profit in like 2 years and 3 years and 4 years and 6 years, and the interest you get on it is far. In fact, sometimes you can get 500% interest when it comes to real estate investment. I want a situation whereby the body, which is Real Estate Development Association of Nigeria, REDAN, to come up now, because most people are falling victims of quack. And most of the people that are buying into this investment, there are people that they have saved their hard-earned money to ensure that they secure the future of their children. So for us to cut the quacks among us, we have land speculators and we have developers. The land speculators are just those ones that will buy land and they sell to people, and that's all. The developers, when they buy the land, they make sure that there are infrastructures. They also takes care of the estates to the future. So for us to cut forth, our association, our regulatory body must stand up and ensure that due diligence are done for us to not tarnish this real estate investment platform. Some years back, especially Lagos, we used to have issues with landowners, land grabbers, but it has reduced a bit. Kudos to the government. They've really done a lot in that aspect. So when it comes to having issues with landowners, land grabbers is no longer there like before. But I will also advise that when you're going into real estate investment, ensure you do your due diligence. Ensure you buy from the right family. Ensure you do your due diligence when it comes to documentation. In fact, we have seen a situation whereby landowners will sell land with different documents. But once you can do your due diligence when it comes to documentation, you meet with the right family, you involve your lawyer, it is very, very minimal. In fact, in Lagos State, as I speak to you today, you can hardly get the issue of land grabbers or having issues with landowners. It has really reduced. The truth is, it has been very interesting. I used to tell my colleagues, I cannot do any other business. I cannot be in any other sector apart from real estate sector. And as a woman, we even have a hedge because of our own fundamental nature. And people tend to believe in women. People tend to, even among the landowners, they tend to believe us more than the men. When they relate with me, the truth is they relate with me openly. They tell me, oh ma, we are dealing with you because you're a woman. We know that you will not lie. We know that you will not defraud us. I'm not saying that we don't have fraudulent women, but for me, it has been a sweet journey in the real estate sector. It has been wonderful, though challenges here and there. And for every business, there's always one challenge. It's just for you to learn and move on. And for every business you also go into, there are also risks. Even the food we eat is risk. The water we drink, risk. So for every business, there are risks. It is the ability to manage your risk that determines how far you go in the sector. But for me as a woman, is the best so far. And there's a program I do on Facebook. I tell people I need more women to come to this sector. It's no longer the usual way we used to know that land grabbers, when you buy land today, they'll collect it from you, they kill people. It's no longer like that anymore. It's now a well-disciplined sector that anybody can venture into, in as much as you have the knowledge, you have gone into, you have read about it, you know the knowledge, you meet real estate gurus and coach and experts that can put you through, then the sky is your starting point.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
That will be all on that segment. For more details, check us out on our social media handles on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Property First Show.
Now is the perfect time to plan your Christmas vacations and get the best deals with wakanow.com. Travel to Miami, Zanzibar, Dubai, and other international destinations with Wakanow and get an international travel sim absolutely free. Use our Wakanow Pay Small scheme to lock down the best deals with 25% deposit and then spread the balance payment conveniently before your travel date. Call us on 0700 925 2669 or log on to www.wakanow.com to start your booking.
Wakanow, let's go.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng. Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
We are actually in one of the many streets here in Lekki County Homes owned by Mega Mound. Talk to me about this particular street.
Alright, this street first of all is called Arrow Block. So we're actually on Arrow Block, Engineer Fadoju Close. So like down here we have what we call fully detached houses, and we have like beginning of the street we have the semi-detached houses. And the fully detached houses we have a 4-bedroom with a BQ in it. And we have by the right hand side we have the terraces. So that is basically what we have on the street.
Okay.
So we have the fully detached houses, we have semi-detached houses, and we have the terraces.
Fantastic. Now I know Mega Mound, they pride themselves on building amazing luxury homes. And I want to ask you, what does the term luxury home mean to you? What does a house have to be able to call that?
Okay, before you talk about a luxury home, the environment will have to count. If you build a luxury home where there is swamp, I won't really call that a luxury home. So first of all, you look at the environment, and in here we have the best environment you can talk about. Then, let's say the house itself. Our finishings are excellent. When you come in, you want to go. Even if you don't have enough money, you just have to go borrow to make it up to buy. And our kitchens are beautiful. The master bedrooms are wonderful. And let's say luxury home, Mega Mound is luxury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the particular particular estate that we're in now is based in Lekki. When people hear Lekki, they think expensive, affluent, but the houses here are quite affordable, right?
Yeah,
There's a
sure.
range. Just
Yeah,
talk
sure.
about the range of houses.
Exclusive, but not expensive.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite affordable. Like in here, we have the terraces. We have 4-in-1 terraces. We have 3-in-1 terraces, and we have the townhouses. The terraces are actually, we have the middle unit is going for 40 million precisely, while the corner unit is going for 45 million. And we have the fully detached houses, very affordable, 78 million. We have the semi-detached houses for 68 million. We have the townhouses, 55 million for the middle units, 60 million for the corner units. And we still have service plots available, 60,000 per square meter. And the minimum you can get is 400 square meter. On 400 square meter, you can actually have something like this. That's a 4-bedroom with a BQ.
Okay. Well, I would like to take a look at the house. Would you like to show me?
All right, let's go. You're welcome. This is the visitor cell.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, and this is the ante room. Yeah, this is the ante room.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you can put a nice sort of like
sure.
coat rack. People can hang their coats here when they come in.
When they come
put their
in,
shoes.
sure.
All right. This is very spacious.
Yeah, it is.
I like it. And the design at the top. Talk to us about the design of this house, the layout.
All right.
This
well,
is
actually,
the living room.
yeah, this is the living room. From here, we have the dining over there, and actually, this place comes with a fitted AC for all the rooms. For the living room, we have 2 ACs, one for the living room, one for the dining section. Then from here, we have the kitchen just by the side, and you have the visitors room. Let me show you down.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. So there's the family lounge.
Okay.
Yeah. Then from here, there's a room just down here. One of the rooms. And
Each room has their own suite,
yes.
fully air conditioned.
Yes.
And they come with, what do they come with? Do they come with covers
Yeah,
as well?
yeah, wardrobes.
So you provide wardrobes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Would you say this is a double room? All rooms
No.
are double rooms.
No, this is a standard room.
Standard room.
Yes.
But it can accommodate a double bed.
Sure, you can very well.
So I've only been here 2 minutes and I've noticed a very interesting feature that
Okay.
you decided to fit ACs in all of the houses. Now that's not very usual. Why did you decide to do that?
All right. First of all, Lekki County Homes, it's a company with a difference. We don't just do what every other person does. We decided to do this as a means to attract people to our buildings, and because we want something that is not something that everybody does. We always want our stuffs, our projects to be different. So that's why we have ACs, and the ACs are very good. They're not just any kind of stuff. They're good stuff.
So this house at the moment, how much is this house?
This is going for 78 million.
78 million.
Just 78 million.
Just 78 million. Very small in
Yeah.
number. I want you to tell me why somebody should pay 78 million for this house. What is so unique? Aside from the fitted ACs, what
Okay.
is the unique selling point of this 78 million house?
Very good man.
So this takes us to the master
Master's
bedroom.
bedroom, yeah. So you see where the 75 million is coming
I
from.
can see it's all in this room.
Yeah.
Big, lots and lots of light. I love the fact that there's plenty of windows.
It's airy, very airy.
Very airy, very
Yeah.
fresh, very crisp.
And it comes with the walk-in wardrobe.
Okay. That's a great feature to have. Especially to sort of keep that place spacious. It's nice to have
Yeah.
a walk-in wardrobe where you can keep your stuff. Great stuff.
You could have your bed there. You could still have it here if you want, but I don't, coming
Yeah.
from here. But I prefer it being there for me, or somewhere here. Yeah.
Now there's definitely a reason why this is called the master bedroom. Not just because it's quite spacious, airy, fresh and crisp. I'm looking at the bathroom, I can see a jacuzzi sort of bath and a shower. Okay.
Shower bath.
This is great. So each master bedroom in our block comes with a jacuzzi bath and a shower.
Yes.
Why?
That's for the fully detached houses.
Fully detached houses.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see a door, and I'm guessing that leads to a balcony, right?
Yes, it does. Let me show you.
Let's have a look
All right.
Oh, cozy and very cute.
So actually, you can have a look at the environment and see what the whole place looks like.
The different houses, if you want to catch a quick breather, you can just come out and let the breeze brush on your face. This is nice, and I guess you can put a chair out here and you can read and you can just have a drink and just, have a quiet moment to yourself.
Yeah, not to yourself only, with your wife.
With your wife, with your spouse, exactly,
Yeah, sure.
or with your kids. I really like this. And all the houses on this estate, they come with the canopies for the cars.
Just for the detached houses.
And all the detached houses on our block, they all come with canopies for 2 cars.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, great. I think I've seen everything.
All right.
One thing I've definitely noticed about this house is that the finishing has been paid attention to.
Sure.
The tiling is concrete, solid, and great. How important is it to make sure that these houses reflect the money that people pay for them?
As I said earlier, you have to consider the environment where you're buying the house from. Considering where we are, most of the estates around here are flooded. But this is a superb place for you to buy a house. We don't have flooded environments. Even if you rent for 2 weeks, we don't have such thing here. The environment is very neat. We have good security system. We have a central water system, clean water that is drinkable. And
from the tap?
Yeah, from the tap, yes.
Okay.
We have
good drainage system.
Yeah, good drainage system as well. And our finishings are tight.
Okay.
They're very good.
So the checklist, just to reiterate what you're saying, the checklist, when buyers come to properties, what they should check for in luxury homes is finishing, environment, and basically the
security of the place.
And the reputation of the company.
Yes.
And I can guess that people have no need to fear when they're buying houses from you.
Yes.
Great.
Very well.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
Now is the perfect time to plan your Christmas vacations and get the best deals with wakanow.com. Travel to Miami, Zanzibar, Dubai, and other international destinations with Wakanow and get an international travel SIM absolutely free. Use our Wakanow Pay Small scheme to lock down the best deals with 25% deposit and then spread the balance payment conveniently before your travel date. Call us on 0700 925 2669 or log on to www.wakanow.com to start your booking.
Wakanow, let's go.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
Tolet.com.ng ups online property listing stake with the acquisition of Jumia House. Federal Capital Territory Administration marks Patience Jonathan's property for demolition. The Southwest region of the Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria has called on the federal government to enact laws that regulate the activities of developers in the industry. The Edo Development and Property Authority to recertify estate residents, begin rent recovery. Estate surveyors seek self-regulation, lament negative perception.
Lagos, are you ready? It's the biggest real estate festival in Lagos. The Lagos Home and Property Festival by tolet.com.ng.
I'm Lola Agumbadejo. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more information on the show, please feel free to check out our social media handles or call the number scrolling on the screen right now. From me, it's a bye and see you next time on Property First.